Yeah, it's looking like Fei'i is going to turn color any day now. Those bottom bananas are really starting to show a little bit of orange. And we got an Iholena rack getting ready over here. Matter of fact, I'll be taking it later today when I get back from my harvesting maneuvers. But yeah, look at that beauty. Oh, gonna have native bananas at farmers market tomorrow. And our two Fei'is on this side are going really nuts. Let's see. Yeah. There's that beauty. Whole brand new rack. And then you can just barely see there's another one back right over there. It's kind of hiding. Our LAs and that guy's Fei'i. These are my sour sops, and the bending and twisting has been working out really well. So you can see I got this thing tied. I come up and pull this branch out because I want all my sops to be low and reachable. That way there's no bird food. Everything's down low. And this guy over here, you can see I really staked it down low. Got this whole thing bent over. And then you kind of crawl on top of the logs here. And you can see though, look at that canopy. Look at all the light it's getting, you know. All these leaves get to be apical growth. And my black peppers. This guy's just starting to run again. This Fei'i is putting up some beautiful keikis. He's just started shooting out in the last month. And look at the color on that. Unreal. And then this beauty here, and it's already 6 feet tall. And the cut nuts are doing fabulous. I'm expecting flowers probably this summer. Get these guys off of here. There we go. This little buddy was encroached. Chocolates are doing great. These are the bicolors. Isn't that something? And these little chocolates, all from seed, all right in the ground. And then we got the yerba mate, putting out some nice new growth flush. Really starting to turn into a bush now. And I got a few durians, little baby durians going along here. Of which I learned the main rule with those is don't cut the top until you want it to stay there. When you cut that top, it's going to stop. Look at that beautiful growth. Oh, Tahitian cutnut, guys. It's just a beautiful plant. And kind of redirected the bees. Gave these guys a new bottom board. And this is the Cinnamomum verum, putting a big new head up. The peanut butter jelly bushes. And look at the lilikoi. That's all lilikoi just from last year. Well, maybe 2 years ago, but like, it's taken over all of the canopy. And these things are so sweet, but I expect they're gonna move up and move up. I'm hoping they're heading that way. They're going that way, literally. All the cardamom from seed, all the little baby guys we got, they're all throwing flower spikes right now. A lot of these haven't actually produced, but this is their first flowering. So I had really good luck with cardamom here. They super enjoy it. In fact, all of these gingers are cardamoms, all these big clumps. So yeah, robust growers. Look at all these flower spikes coming. Whole thing's full of spikes. some beautiful bananas coming up here, Maolis and New Helenas. I gotta come in and crop on some of these guys. Look at this load of cardamom. I mean, oh my God. And see, when they start to get like that, little color to them, they pop right off. When they pop right off in your hand without any real effort, they're ready to go. If you grab them and tug them and they don't come, like that one came, but that one didn't. Yeah, I gotta come up and collect a little cardamom. Boy, plants are ready to be harvested. Yeah. Lots and lots. It really loves it here. And then these are some of my clove. Syzygium. They're really lovely. Little temperamental at first. If you're planting these at your place, I suggest leave them in the pot as long as you can, or upgrade them into like bigger tree pots first. But then once they're a foot or two, they do a lot better when they go in the ground. Otherwise they can struggle and even die. Oh, these are jujubes from seed, but they're spiny as hell, so I don't know what to do with them yet. Yeah, this is another clove. Another syzygium. Beautiful, huh? Look at that new growth. And our newer section in here are little durians, bananas, there's jackfruits in here, and a lot of invasive weeds. Almost all this green ground cover is invasive weed. Arctites, they call these. Arctite, very, very aggressive. Very aggressive. Not too bad, but they're just aggressive, and they seed all over everything. I'll show you the beautiful pineapples I'm getting down here. Look at that is. That's all Sacha Inchi up that thing. Producing a whole bunch a while back, but it's taken this little springtime break. And this ulu's looking good. This is from a 16-inch root segment that took about 4 years ago. We're just getting to 6 feet. Some of the prickly pear cactus. These guys up here on my dry side. Pretty little flowers on them. I haven't really had any set fruit yet though. They're kind of just crapping out on me. But it might be a little wet. That's alright. These are the kind that don't get too spiky, so you can eat the leaves, the young leaves. This is Petali. I'm sorry, Marong. I keep saying Petali, but this is Marong from seed. Beautiful new growth on top, already at 6 feet tall. Loving it up here in the drier section. I just set this little box up to hopefully catch a swarm. Just a tote set up like a top hive with a little lemongrass in there and some fresh beeswax. And then my wax extractor. Just kind of dripping out a little wax from that, but it hasn't been too sunny lately. Some new durians from seed going. But yeah, look at that beautiful pineapple. Spiny pineapples. They call them a decorative, but they taste more like a white and a yellow combined. But these spikes on here keep the rats away, they keep the pigs away, they keep people away. So I like that. And then our white pineapple here, you see like no spikes at all. But look at all the babies coming up the bottom. I've never seen a first year pineapple do it like this, but this thing is just cranking. And then I brought all my little miracle berries over. These guys are all from seed, except for this one right here. This one was a branch cutting from the lower part of the tree, and as I might have said before, they work like that. You can do that. You can take a clone and just dip it in some root tone and it'll be fine. And then these little beauties are the dwarf Williams. So they'll put huge racks out at about 5 feet, 6 feet, maybe even doubles someday. And you can see I bent my star fruit over, which it may not have liked that much. It was either cut it or bend it. So I went with cut, and I feel like I see some of the apical growth is responding. Like on this little branch here, for instance, you see a little bit coming up like that. So yeah, gotta tell the tree or teach the tree to think, you know, it's had a branch fall on it or something. And some nice sweet habanero. So these have all the flavor of habaneros, but no flame, no heat at all. And a bunch of cinnamons and a fun little rare coleus. I thought I lost them, and then one popped up in my rookery, and I had to take it out and see if it was going to live. This is my other marang that I put a bend on. You see, so I've got this bent, pulling it over, which brings that whole base stalk curved, right? So you imagine now for the rest of the tree's life, it should have a nice, you know, swoopy curved, and then I'll maybe bring it back over this way or spiral it around or something to make the tree accessible. Otherwise it's going to get too big and out of control. And these girls got a new box. Give them a little more space in between. And yeah, jackfruit's doing good. Got jackfruits from seed. All these yellow jaboticaba. Got a whole, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with them all. But, and then some finger lime that I'm gonna get in the ground somewhere around here. But they like sun. Finger limes want sun. They start getting encroached and they don't do so well. These are some of the carobs from seed. It's taken them a few years, but I'm kind of getting a springtime response from them now. But I really want carob. Carob's great stuff. And these are the yellow mangosteen. And yeah, they're sour, but this particular one is also very sweet too. So keep our fingers crossed that's what we get. And the Grammy Chama is putting out some nice new growth. These turn into great hedges, and they can take a fine hedging. Once they're really set and mature, they can take a hell of a beating. And then all my not winged yams, I'm sorry, but Dioscorias, aerial yam. These are, we call them like bat wings because they'll put these crazy shaped wings out. I got a video on it you could find. But yeah, just getting going for the summer. Gave them some more permanent trellis to crawl around on. And then this is the Cape gooseberries, the starfruit relative. It's super sour, just like the no, I'm forgetting the name of them off the bat. Balimbi. You know, you have the long balimbis, but then you have the little tiny round Suriname cherry looking balimbis, and that's that kind. And then my pandans. These are, I put a series of pandans in along here. And this is a really rare Ankala, like the Borneo avocado. So I haven't seen any sign of anybody else having Ankala. And yeah, I just hope this guy really learns to like it here, because it's super rare. I haven't even tried them yet. Then our dragon fruit's doing really good. You know, hasn't fruited yet, but it's just getting established. I got rows of Suriname cherry along there, bicolors, a whole mix of stuff. These are still kind of coming along. The begonia's doing really good. And for those of you who don't know, these begonia flowers are really good in salads and great for salad mixes. They have a tart tang to them. And this is Camelliensis. So this is your Chinese green tea. So this is just getting going from starts that we got up in Kauai, where there's some naturalized green tea, somewhat invasive even. But it's these new tips that you would make your tea with. Oh, I got one little fruit. This is some kind of odd lemon or lime. Gonna find out. It's the first fruit it's made. Got a couple little buggers there too. Who knows? Maybe get lucky and they'll stuck. And then the new bananas coming in. I think this is Dwarfy Helena. I think this guy's a Dwarfy Helena. And this is definitely an Ehelena, but I don't know that it's dwarf. Actually, maybe that's not an Ehelena. That might actually be an Aioli. It's not coppery under the leaf. And then a Fei'i. And our betel. This is betel nut. So I got maybe a 2-foot segment of this stuff from a botanical garden. Look at this shit now. Oh my god. And this is just one spot it's done this. But this is true betel. It smells like root beer, sarsaparilla. And for those of you who know, it's a pepper, a pfeffer. So it's related to kava here too. And this kava is only a couple years old, but it's super aggressive, super fast growing. I mean, look at these bases. Wow. Just from like a couple of sticks, one stick that went in. I'm so happy. They love it here. And then I got, oh, my Largo bananas right here in front of me. So that's your Largo cooking banana. They still got a little ways to go. That rack up there is a little more mature, just by a little bit. Yeah. So, you know, that's about that. Another little rack coming over there. A lot of these trees hopefully are going to come down this summer if it ever stops raining. And then it's going to change the whole dynamic of what it looks like down here. And you know, how things grow, what gets crushed when these trees come down, as they're all looming directly above everything I planted. But that's okay, because, you know, there was nothing before, and there wouldn't be anything now if I didn't plant. And what gets crushed, you know, some will come back, some will die. Whatever, que sera, sera. I got a lot of plants in pots that need homes. And these are all Maolis that from the last, this Maoli here, they went over. So this is that spot that got crushed when I felled the tree a couple months ago, and you'd hardly even know it. They just hopped right back. Got all these babies in pots, and I've already planted some and given some away. It's the same thing with the Lacatan that I just took. Like, here's one of the keikis waiting to get planted. All these keikis are waiting to get planted. I try and stand them upright so that they're just kind of going the way that they'd like to go. But you can see even the stump's only been over for, what, 2 weeks? Maybe, yeah, 2 weeks. And I've already got that much growth. Like, that's a beautiful bud sucker right there. Like, if you're gonna transplant a banana, that's just what you want. You know, a big fat base and a nice spike. And roots coming out and everything. Boy, that's ready to go. So yeah, this one banana, one stump, I got almost, what, 16 babies off of. Beautiful banana. Anyway, aloha from Kauai. You see what we got going on now. Springtime's coming on. And everything's popping. So yeah, I think it's going to be a very, very fruitful summer. Especially when our Fei'is come down. All right, people. Hope you're having a great time where you're at. Aloha.